All right, we're going to check out this Taurus Judge Executive 6.5 inch today. Okay, that's a little bit of a clickbait title there. Sorry I had to do that to you guys. This is obviously a Taurus Judge. It is the 6.5 inch barrel, but it is not the Executive. They only currently make that in a 3 inch. It would be sweet if they made a 6 inch, right? But it does have the Executive grade grip on it. This is a little bit older one where it came with the what do they call those, the rubber grips that had all those little like ribs on them. That's what they called them, ribs, and it was real squishy and spongy, and the owner did not care for those, so he upgraded to the Executive grade grips. Nowadays they're putting a lot better rubber grips on them where they actually got like finger cutouts and they're textured and all that, and I actually really like those grips. But this is just a regular old 6.5 inch Judge with the Executive grade grips. I'm not sure, is this I think this might be a 3 inch chamber. I don't know if they put that on there anywhere. I'm not honestly sure, but we're not shooting any 3 inch today. They do come available in the 2.5 inch and 3 inch chamberings. If you want to shoot 3 inch, you got to get 3 inch. For those who don't know, this is a 45 Colt, but you can also shoot 410 shells, hence the reason these chambers are so freaking long. So you can shoot 410 shells out of them as well. I actually have quite a few Taurus Judge videos, so we're just going to make this one kind of quick today. Not really a review, just having fun with it, because I already have a Taurus Judge review video. I have some long range. I have some shooting a variety of loads over the chronograph. So I'll link most of those in the video description if you guys want to check it out, or you can just check out the 410 playlist on the channel for all those and anything 410 related. But in essence, the Executive grade not only comes with these nice nice wood grips here, but they are a satin polished finish, so it's a tad bit shinier than this, but not much. It's certainly not a chrome or nickel finish. But I guess it's basically the same thing, except for everything's hand fitted. So they got a separate group in the factory at Taurus that works on the Executive grade stuff. So it might have a little bit better lockup, it might have a little bit better trigger, but it's still basically the same gun. It's just got a slightly shinier finish. You got the nice wood grip, and everything's hand fitted to have tighter tolerances and all that. So personally, for the extra that they charge for one of those, I think that's ridiculous. But one of these days, hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on one and see if it's a massive difference or not. If it's like, yeah, it's like slightly better, but not really. But having that grip on this makes this thing super comfortable. Like I said, I've tested some on the channel, the itty bitty little tiny Judges, the polymer ones clear up to a 6.5 inch like this, and I'm definitely loving this grip on here. Plus it just looks sick. So we'll just make this a quick little fun shooting video. I might go down to the rifle range if I have time and try to do some extended range shots, but like I said, I think we got out to 100 yards comfortably, if I'm not mistaken, in some of those other videos with the 6.5 inch. So again, that'll all be linked under the video, or check out the 410 playlist. But let me shut the heck up already. We'll get to shooting. We're going to shoot a bunch of 45 Colt. I got a pop can over there. We're going to see how far we can roll it down with the birdshot. And before I forget, huge thanks to my friend Brad for loaning this for the review today, and for providing all of the 45 Colt ammo today. He's a great guy. Alright, let's see where she's printing so I know where to hold on those targets down there. This is a single action, double action, by the way. You can shoot it double or single. I'm going to start single. We'll try some double action. Let me guys show you some 8-shot real quick. Well, if it wants to go in there. Huh. I've always had the best luck using Winchester shotgun shells and the Judge. They feed and extract a lot more smoothly. These Federals do tend to stick. I don't know that we're going to use the shotgun shells today. I don't think I'll be able to get this out. That chamber's not too bad. We'll see. Anyways, about 7 yards here is some 8-shot. And as you can see, that spread like hell. Eyes and ears I'm wearing today, guys, are by Shell Shock. Most comfortable pair of each I've ever owned. Link in the description. Again, I got videos of all this, some of which will be linked under this video. Check out the 410 playlist for everything. That was about 7 yards, 8-shot, and it spread like crazy. It's because of the rifling in the barrel. It's like a spreader choke, basically. Throws them everywhere. But there are some specialty rounds like the Winchester PDX-1 and others that'll shoot several large projectiles nice and center, and they don't spread all over the place like that. So with birdshot out of any Judge, it's a close range affair because it spreads like crazy, as you can see there. I mean, I was aiming for the center, obviously, and we didn't get a single hit there. It spread all around it. But I already knew that. Alright, let's see if we can get these back here. That is a laser rangefinder confirmed, 17 yards if I shoot behind the camera here to those little bowling pins. The widest point is about 4 inches. So good little headshot test back here, 17 yards. If you guys are looking to get a good budget rangefinder, I've been using that one for years. Works great, love it. Comes in well under $100. There's a link in the description for that. Trying to go a little too fast with this big boy. Let me slow down a little bit. Let's see if we can get those last 4 without missing. I think it's a tad high back there too, so I'm having to remember to aim a little lower. Doing like a 6 o'clock hold instead of a rifle hold. I'll say one thing, this thing, it's fun to shoot with 45 Colt. Alright, so before we head down the rifle range, try for some longer range shots. Let's kick this can around some. If we can, with the 8-shot, hopefully I can get them ejected. They are sticking in that cylinder again. Use the smooth Winchesters, that's what I've had the best luck with out of these Judge. I don't want to move it no more. Those little 8-shot, not very many of them hitting them, and the ones that do, they're just, the grass there is holding it back. Have to go closer to throw it again. This actually has a nice, smooth, double action trigger. Super smooth. I just weighed it 10 pounds double action. One of the smoothest double actions I've ever felt, and the weight's pretty good too. And then zero creep Very crisp. And I don't know why my trigger gauge is saying about 4 pounds, 5 ounces. But it feels lighter than that to me. Feels like about 3.5 to 4. So real nice single action, not too heavy. A little bit light, like I like them. Trigger gauge says 4.5, but I think it feels a little lighter. And the double action is great. So let's try some double action shots here real quick. I completely suck double action, but I don't think it'll be too bad since the DA on this is so nice. Oh yeah, double action. I tried to pull the hammer back. I wanted to show you the sights real quick too. You got your rear notch there, and then you got the orange front. Alright, so here we are down on the rifle range. I tried to stick the gong in the grass area at 75 yards because I figured that would be pretty easy for me. But I couldn't get the hook in the ground, so we had to go to 100 instead of 75, which will kind of prove to be my demise here. Now, as I said earlier in the video, I've done it before with a 6.5 inch, 100 yards, no problem. Again, that should be linked in the description, or just check out the 410 playlist. But apparently with this particular load, it did not like it that much, or maybe it wasn't consistent enough. I was having a lot of, seemed to be up and down variance more than left and right variance. I kept holding the same aim point. Again, remembering that I've done this before with a 6.5 inch Judge without much issue. And with these loads out of this one at least, there was just too much inconsistency to get reliable back-to-back hits, although I did still get a decent amount of hits. So this wasn't really a review video, just kind of a blast and having fun video, trying to make it kind of quick. But I actually love these Judges. I've loved them ever since they came out. I mean, the 410 shells, because of the short barrel, the 6.5 inch definitely helps give you a lot better velocity. You know, like double-aught buckshot out of this is actually decently formidable, you know, for like home defense or out on the ranch or whatever. I would always want to go with the longer barrel due to that, because, you know, the shotgun shells are meant to be shot out of a long shotgun barrel, so your velocity pretty slow out of these. But again, I did a velocity test. If you want to check that out, it'll probably be linked in this video description, or you can just check out the 410 playlist. But yeah, the 6.5 has always shot really well for me accuracy wise with 45 Colt, and it's cool that you can really stretch it out there and really reach out with them. So it makes kind of a fun 45 Colt pistol if that's all you're ever going to shoot out of it, and you just want a 45 Colt. Why not get a Judge that also lets you you know, run 410 shells occasionally? So, you know, a lot of people carry them as snake guns and whatnot. I've even seen some people mess around, they throw up clays and shoot them out of the air, but again, it's kind of hit or miss with the luck there with the spread that these things do. That's 7 yards with 8 shots, remember, so it's really a close range affair when it comes to birdshot. But yeah, I mean, I like these things. I think they're cool. And 45 Colt shoots great out of them, at least out of the 6.5 inch barrels they do, even with that massive cylinder gap. But if you guys are looking to get any products you see me using in my videos, like my chrono there, target stand targets I use, steel targets, ballistics gelatin, earmuffs, safety glasses, way more. Links in the description for all that. And for things I cannot link to, you got to check out my campsite page. That's also linked under the video or in the about section on the channel. But thanks for stopping by, checking us out today, guys. Really appreciate it. And I hope to catch you on the next one.